Hi, I'm Orla, as she said, and it's a real honour to be here, so thank you very much, everybody. To me, success should not just be defined by the outcome, nor measured solely by what you accomplish, but by the courage with which you maintain the struggle against overwhelming odds. The work of CSW, I believe, can be defined by this. No, it hasn't eradicated poverty, but the proportion of people living in extreme poverty has halved at a global level. No, it hasn't eradicated tuberculosis, but 20 million people's lives have been saved due to treatment issued by the UNDP. That's almost 3 times the population of New York City. That's countless families whose unnecessary deaths have been avoided. No, it hasn't ensured environmental sustainability, but more than 2.1 billion people have gained access to improved water sources. That's a quarter of the world's population who can now drink without needing to be hospitalised, or worse, face death. Undoubtedly, this is success. 14 years ago, the UN pledged that it would aim to eradicate poverty in 15 years. While signs of poverty still sadly linger throughout the globe, we have to be appreciative and acknowledge the tremendous successes made. In the year 2000, the Democratic Republic of Congo's average worker earned less than 87 cents a day, which amounted to $317 a year, or enough to afford one night's stay in the Trump International Hotel just round the corner. By today, their average yearly income has increased by well over a third. This is success, admittedly marginal, but still success. 10 years ago, 44-year-old Karma Kaheni-Doma lived in Bhutan, a mother of 7 who was recovering from an alcoholic and abusive husband. She could not have imagined a future of happiness. With the help of the United Nations Development Programme, she now owns a farm and earns more than $100 a month, which she uses to provide an education for her children. Not only has she been empowered by the UNDP, empowered to work, empowered to earn, empowered to provide, but she's empowering her children. She's sustaining her future. What if I told you that the number of women who died in childbirth in the UK per 100,000 in 1888 equals that of the Congo today? That's 481 women, or a jumbo jet full a day, whose lives are needlessly lost. Another MDG was to improve maternal health. The UN identified sub-Saharan Africa as an area that needed to show particular progress. In the year 2000, maternal deaths per 100,000 live births was 850 in all of sub-Saharan Africa. Today, that figure has almost halved, with well less than 500 maternal deaths per 100,000 live births. Yes, this figure is still too high, but success is pursuing confidence in a goal no matter what hurdles you have to overcome. Launched in 2008, the Business Call to Action aims to accelerate progress towards the Millennium Development Goals. Its successes can be portrayed in the establishment of LifeSpring hospitals in India, who have committed to providing over 82,000 women and their families access to quality healthcare. Around the world, fewer than 1 person in 3 has access to a toilet. Ensuring environmental sustainability is arguably an aim that tends to take a backseat among many organisations, but the environment can be beneficial for women. Something as simple as a well in a village can make a massive difference. In just one day, 200 million work hours are consumed by women having to collect water for their families. This is the equivalent to building 28 Empire State Buildings every day. They walk miles, they carry heavy burdens, they wait for hours, and they pay exorbitant prices for something we take completely for granted. That doesn't mean to say things can't or haven't changed. With the help of the UNDP, Burkina Faso's government has increased safe water access from under 1/5 to well over 2/3 in the last 2 decades, due to the building of 1,882 water wells. This means that thousands more women now have access to water. So finally, I would like to thank the work of the international communities who have provided support for the fulfilment of the MDGs, and for the progresses you have made and the successes you have achieved in implementing them. Yes, we have further to go, but for the time being, I'd like to leave you all with the thought that coming together is a beginning, keeping together is a progress, and working together is the success.
Very good.